quite interesting. In 100 years, we've been to the moon, and we've got jet planes that transport us from one side of the planet to the other in 14 or 16 hours. But 100 years later in fencing, we've still got a hammer and staples, or a pair of pliers and a bit of tie wire. Clipex started in 2007 with an idea in a farmhouse in Goulburn. Myself, my wife and 4 sons. We didn't have a business to do with fencing or to do with selling any product. I was driving home one day and I drove past a fence on the right-hand side of the road. As I was driving down the road, I saw this elderly gentleman, and he was struggling to cut and untangle a barbed wire fence. About 10 minutes later, it was partially a thought, partially I call it divine inspiration. It was like a videotape. And what was strange about it is I saw a fence wire go into a steel fence post, into a shaped slot. And then I saw a metallic keeper rotate up out of the way, let the fence wire in, and then the wire dropped down into the bottom of the slot, and the rotating keeper came down and locked the wire in place. And as soon as I saw it finish, I said, God, that's incredible. That's so simple. So, yeah, I went home and I drew what I saw. And as they say, the rest is history. We've had several crunch times. The first one came in 2009, less than 2 years after we'd started Clipex. We walked back into the factory with our order in hand, and I saw all of their production line in pieces. And I said, Mary, you upgrading? Are you doing some maintenance? And she said, I was waiting for you to come. We've decided that we're not selling fence posts anymore. And I was there with my 2 sons, and we looked at each other in disbelief, and we thought, what on earth are we going to do? We pray regularly, but when we've got a specific need, we really come before God and say, God, show us what you want us to do. If this is the end of the story, then that's okay. But if not, we need a solution to this problem. It was then that we found another source of opportunity to start making animal handling products that continue to provide the cash flow that we needed, whilst we took some time and considered how do we come up with a solution to making fence posts. Then we're able to actually produce our own fence posts completely by ourselves. When we started Clipex, we had no distribution, we had no manufacturing, we had no contacts, and we didn't actually have a lot of money. To even contemplate moving to China and starting our own manufacturing facility was a real step of faith. It was absolutely crucial that from day one we needed to be on the ground permanently, not just fly in for a week and go back for 3 weeks. Now we have 8 branches, and we're continuing to roll that out to meet the demand. Within 12 months, we had entered into the National Farm Invention of the Year award. We came first place. We were on the ABC New Inventors in 2008. We've won several awards, specifically innovation awards at the agricultural shows around Australia. Other than that, we try and keep a pretty low profile. We're not out there trying to win awards. We're here to be an influence. We're here to bring good. We're here to love people, not to consume and take from people. 29. A culture within our business is how do we help each other and work collectively and corporately to care about people, not just drive for the financial benefit. We actually don't sell products. We like to see ourselves as solution providers. People have invested large sums of money expecting to get a return over 5 to 7 years, and they've seen a return in less than 2 years. Farmers can get their jobs done more cost effectively. They can keep their stock safe. They can manage their pasture well. Quickly and simply, a 6-year-old child can push the wire into the post and it doesn't come out. That's what makes us so different from everybody else. Leadership to me is about holding true to your values. It's holding integrity at the very centre of your compass and realising our word is our bond. The ability to see where you're going without changing your convictions, without changing who you are. I want to change the world. Yeah, that hasn't changed. I think there's so much opportunity. the amount of hours that I see that we could save families, we could save people 14 hours out of 15 and help them release that time to go and teach their kids to ride a horse or go and do something that actually adds real value to their life. They've got their head down and sweat on their brow and their back bent. They're good people.